What is up, everybody? It's me, Trigger Happy Gamer, and okay, so I thought before I go on vacation numero dos, so I'm going on another vacation, I thought I'd tell you a fun story, why I quit my drama class. So this story starts when I was 8 years old, when I met this girl. I'll call her Steffi, who had moved into my neighborhood around that time in my life. She was and still is the most dramatic girl I have ever met. We basically followed each other through junior high, where I had to see her in our drama club. I guess we made a play once a year, and it started when I became a 7th grader. It wasn't really a club. We didn't get together every week or whatever. It was more of a once a year thing, so just theater, I guess. I was supposed to background character in 2 of the 3 years I was in junior high. By the way, if you're someone who's in middle school instead of junior high, here's how junior high works, at least in Utah. It starts in 7th grade and ends in 9th, even though 9th grade counts as high school, but whatever, American school systems, am I right? So, every year, Steffi was the main character, and every year she got more and more snobby about it. In 9th grade, I was an Oompa Loompa for the Willy Wonka Jr. play, and I was the main Oompa Loompa. My role in the script was Oompa Loompa 1, and so I was more of a main character, I guess, because I was basically in every scene in the background, but I also had one speaking line, so whatever. So, well, it was a singing line, but, I got to be an Oompa Loompa, so whatever. So, she was Veruca Salt. If you haven't watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, she's very spoiled, and just a spoiled brat, so it fit her very well. She wanted everything, and it fit Steffi really flippin' well. But again, I may be old school, even though I'm 17. I still was in the phase when I was 15 that boys were icky. Still kind of like this, but I was only interested in snuggling with friends, drawing pictures, and writing fan fiction. My life was such a disappointment. Anyway, so she was so boy crazy, and many boys swooned over her. It was hilarious because I was friends with some really popular boys at the time, just because I was raised around 17-year-old guys, and I was used to talking to guys. That would make girls seemingly melt over their 14-year-old glory. But she was so desperate for other one's attention. I remember sitting by the door. It was after our practice, and we had just tried on our costumes, and my bro was hovering over my shoulder watching me draw. So Steffi had a tight-ish, I guess, red dress that just screamed spoiled, which is what we were going for, because, costumes. And she yelled, "I really hope no one looks at my butt," as she walked out. The teacher was even disturbed, and this teacher I love her, and she's crazy, and she's the best, but she was totally disturbed. So, skip forward 2 years ago, my sophomore year. I had wanted to make friends. I was so desperate for attention and love. I don't know, it's a weird perk of being me. I can get away with cuddling and getting hugs from my friends. I can just walk up to and hug them, and they'll just roll with it. I'll, lay in their laps and whatever. So I had a total of 3 friends. I made a total of 3 friends. 2 of them were seniors, and one was constantly being gossiped about. I know not everyone in drama is dramatic, but there is a reason for the stereotype. Everyone was angry in my class. This last year, I just flipped them off. Flipped the table, flipped everyone off, and slowly backed out of the room. Not really, but this friend I had got gossiped about was always talked about when she was there. They were trying to start drama. So one time, Steffi and this other girl, I'll call her Anne, had gotten notes saying, "Stop being mean or I'll tell the teacher." That was pretty much it. And they were freaking out, so they decided to convince me that it was my friend. They had pictures on their phone of her handwriting, and the very generic girly handwriting, and we're comparing it to the note, and I can name 9 people off the top of my head with the same handwriting, but whatever. And so, here's the kicker. My friend was sitting right next to me. I swear they were so dumb. I'm not even exaggerating how much they did that kind of thing. So I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And I decided to focus on my studies and my art, which was and still is my favorite thing ever. So I don't regret leaving, but I don't regret trying. I got to learn about acting, and I got to learn about how scripts work, which helped because I want to create movies and when I'm older, hopefully, which would probably explain why I love character design. So if you want to do it, I'd say go for it. It's really fun if you get the right people. My junior high experience was amazing. As a background character, you'd think like, oh, she's a background character and it's not that fun. I think I had more fun than any of the main characters because I could just run around and hang out with friends. I made a lot of friends, but they're all going to another high school now, so we don't see each other as much. Where, I got away with playing hide and seek. You can fit. I know in my junior high you could fit 3 girls in one bathroom stall, and we did a lot of fun stuff. I did a lot of, I learned a lot about myself, and so if you want to do it, I'd say go for it. But you should be aware about the people and why the stereotype exists, and not be surprised if some people are over dramatic. Dun dun dun. But it helps with acting, and I'll support you wholeheartedly. It's fun. It helps you start, because you've got to start somewhere, especially if you want to be an actress or an actor in such a crazy environment. So, yeah, that's why I quit theater. It's my theater horror stories. Dun dun dun. But I'm not discouraging theater. I loved it. I just couldn't do it at my school. If I get another chance to do it, I'll jump in, but I think I'm gonna actually help my sister's school productions because it's got my favorite teacher, and because she still works there. So, yeah. But I will also, I want you guys to know how, I want to know how you guys liked this. This was my second scripted video. The first one will be coming out next time because I'm lazy and I don't want to edit it because it's a fixing of Mary Sue. So leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. That's not what I wrote. I said I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm going off the script. Gosh dang it, that was my one job and I'm freaking messing it up.